what's up? It's your girl at Sivs_Nogabe. Welcome to it. Game Changers is the name of the show. And I told you what, we are invading the city of gold. It is called Johannesburg. But other than that, it's been a long day. But talking about, guys, long days, let me tell you. In the house today, we have radio host, club DJ, music producer, MC, media personality, businessman. What else am I missing, Supta? Am I missing something?
Just a cool, fresh guy.
Just a cool, fresh guy. Okay? Cool, fresh guy.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Game Changers. Welcome to the couch.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So I want you to paint me a picture, right?
Yeah.
Is it Supta or is it Supta, guys? I tell you, even back in Bloemfontein, it's a thing. Ke Supta da, ke Supta. And I'm like, no, Supta.
No, look, well, it's Supta, okay? And what I always say is that it's a matter of training. You know, the more you hear it, well, the right way of hearing it, and obviously because the more you hear Supta, you think it's Supta.
It's Supta.
But the more you hear the right way of pronouncing the name, which is Supta, the more people will get to know that that's how it's pronounced. You never say jump, you say jump, right? It's probably because you were taught that way. So I guess building on the Supta brand and building on whatever I'm doing as the Supta brand, it's a matter of understanding that people need to be trained how to pronounce my name. And I mean, this thing started only when I got to Joburg a few years ago. When I was in Bloom, I used to call myself Siya. S-I-Y-A, yes. Successful, independent, young, and ambitious. Oh, my flipping word. That was so cool back in the days. But when I got to Joburg, I had to change my name because there's just so many Siyas. So you cannot, well, not you cannot, but for you to stand out, imagine a DJ Siya on YFM. You get what I mean?
Don't think I'll listen to you.
Yeah. So hence, going back to my childhood and finding a name that my friends used to call me. That's Supta.
Okay. So talking about childhood, let's go back to grassroots. Let's go back to Usiya Bulela, the build up, the come up from, I know various community radio stations while doing my research. Yeah. So take me back.
I started in Elwell North. I was born and bred in Elwell North.
Okay.
Completed my matric out in Elwell North. And then from Elwell North, I later then moved to Bloom, where I completed my tertiary education at the University of the Free State. And during that time, in 2008, I think it was in grade 10, actually prior to that, I fell in love with radio.
All right.
But I only acted on it in 2008, a year later, purely because it was kind of difficult to get into the space and I didn't know how to navigate my way through. But eventually in 2008 in grade 10, I then was able to, get into radio in 2008, and I've been doing radio ever since. I mean, this year is my 13th year doing radio.
Sure.
So I grew up in a family of, 3 older siblings, all women. My dad passed away in 2005 when I was, just getting into high school. I lived with my mom for a very long time. During my days in Bloemfontein, when I was studying corporate marketing and communications, I was staying with my sister. And then I later moved to Johannesburg. And obviously at the time when I was in Bloem, I was doing Kofi FM.
All right.
Well, I started at Muteo FM.
Okay.
I went for auditions on a show called The Family with Shakes. I got selected, and I was the sports presenter for the morning show.
Talk about being versatile.
Yeah, no, I mean, you need to, in this day and age, you need to, but I didn't know then.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get into the space that I'm passionate about and that I love, and I wanted to learn more and grow within the space. And I could read because fortunately I came from an English school.
Yeah.
But hey, we all know that you don't need to come from an English school to be able to know how to read. But fortunately, I guess then the accent and the pronunciation means so much more. And I got into the space, and I got fired from Muteo FM a year.
Fired?
Yeah, I got fired.
What did you do, Supta?
They felt like I speak a lot of English.
Hectic.
So I moved from the Family with Shakes in the morning, and then I decided I want to get my own show at Muteo FM, which was a sports show at the time. Then I remember the chairman called not even the station manager.
Manager.
Not, yeah, because
The
the chairman called and was like, yo, man, please, kwalan toka fela, and just leave. You know, so that's how I got fired. Then I later on moved to Coffee FM, where I did a sports show, and then later I did various shows on Coffee FM before I left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now you talk about radio. Now we fast forward. Now, if you do not know, Supta is actively on YFM, and I know Okuba, you're doing a show now Mondays to Fridays alongside Utepi.
Yeah.
Right? From the times of 9 a.m. to 12 midday.
Yeah.
How is that transition like? How has it been? Because usually you see Supta, Green Fingers Day, YFM making us dance.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me all about that.
Look, I mean, when I initially came into Y, the goal for me was to do a radio show which not only isolates my ability and my capabilities to just being a DJ and being a party or a nighttime radio presenter. I wanted a show where that can encompass my entire being as an individual, my entire being in the sense that I'm able to talk about finance, I'm able to talk about politics, I'm able to talk about relationships, I'm able to talk about I'm able to talk about literally anything, you know? And that this show gives me that opportunity. I mean, I've been at Y for about 7 years, and only in my 7th year I then get to do a show where I'm able to speak about various things and express my opinions and my personality. I also still do the plug Fridays and Saturdays 6 to 10. So Monday to Friday I'm on radio 9 to 12. And then on Fridays at 6 o'clock in the evening I am 6 to 10 I'm on the plug, and on Saturday 6 to 10 I'm on the plug, which is more like a nighttime mix entertainment. Let's get going, let's drink, let's listen to good music type of show, which again, like I said, as a multifaceted, versatile radio presenter and brand, I'm able to express that side of things, and also it speaks a lot to me as an artist and as a DJ.
Okay, so we get more into music right after the ad break, but I'm gonna put Supta on the spot. He's gonna take us straight to the ad break, right? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yo, Free State Online, Game Changer, Supta. Let's go to the ad break.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Picks up P, the greatest out here. Catch me on Sporting 101. Listen, it feels really great to be part of Sporting 101. A big shout out to Free State Online channel for giving me the opportunity. I'm looking forward to being with you for yet another year away.
From the ad break, it is of course Game Changes. I tell you what, still your girl at Sivs_Nogabe. Remember, on the couch today we are seated with, guys, can I just sum it up to media personality? Am I allowed to? Please, because wow, the bio is a lot, guys. Winzima, guys. He goes by the name of Supta. So right before the ad break, we were speaking all things, you know, grassroots, the change, evolution, and all of that. Now we get into the music.
Yeah,
let's get into the music. Supersonic featuring Nak Music, DJ Tira. I think when I was still doing radio, guys, in my times. I think one of my favorites used to be Tsatsa featuring Mujabugaz. Yeah, and then now we have Gugulet, guys. Gugulet is actually doing the things. You're winning accolades. Yeah, you look good on TV. Wasn't too bad. I wasn't too bad. All right. Take me through that experience. What inspires your music? What inspires your feature? Because one would know you better, would actually know you, would actually know you to always, being in studio and working around, the likes of Prince KB.
Yeah.
But now it's not about Prince. But what I want to know is what inspires your music and who influences you? Or do you see a bottle of water and say, as if, yeah, bottle of water, we out here.
I don't know. It's a feeling. I wouldn't put anything to it. I mean, I listen to a lot of music. I consume a lot of music week in, week out. Like I said, I do a show on YFM, The Plug, where I present, produce, source the music, and mix on the show. So that then allows me to be exposed to a lot of music, and a lot of music from underground, producers and underground artists that send through a lot of their music. So it's a feeling. When I get into studio, one thing leads to another. I mean, with the song Supersonic that you mentioned first, I remember I sent Nak Music the beat a long time ago, before we even got into studio. And even then, it didn't take us a long time to actually record the song, because it was a matter of Supta pull through, Tira's here, let's get into studio, let me just play the beat, because I played them the first beat, and then they didn't like the first beat. I played them the second beat, and they're like, yeah, iyole, and then after that, you just give them time to to start being creative and writing.
You give Tira time. I saw him going crazy on the
story. Yeah, so you give them time, and then they jump on the beat. Honestly speaking, I allow the feeling to take charge when it comes to the music. There's just that type of music. I'm sure you also know the music that just gives you goosebumps. And that's just what it is.
Okay, now let's get into fashion. I went through your Instagram, guys.
Wow.
In Bloemfontein, I can tell you one thing. You'd swear everybody knows you. You'd swear you were here last week and somebody was hanging out with you. It's crazy how everybody just knows a lot about you. And I guess it's good. Home ground advantage. Your people know you.
Bloem is not really my home ground. And I get it quite a lot here in Joburg. Oh, well, but for the purposes of Free State Online, I'm from Bloem. I mean, I grew a lot in Bloemfontein. I met a lot of people. I see a lot of people who are doing well right now in Bloem, as people that I used to, share spaces with, people that we used to share dreams with. I mean, Likudi and Immortal, and the likes of 2-0 are guys that I used to hustle with, taking sound and plugging sound, and we used to play together. There's the likes of Ngox, who is this side now, and I met in Bloem as well. So I'm not that surprised that a lot of people know me in Bloem, and also a lot of people know me for the radio, that the fact that I used to work at Kof CFM.
All right.
But I wouldn't say that it's my hometown, but let's just say it's my second hometown.
Okay, second home.
Yeah,
A home away
still
from
home. Still home.
Merchandise wise, is it only for you, designed customly for you, or can I also buy it, maybe get it somewhere online? The Supta merch is quite dope.
At the moment, I don't have an online store. I mean, we try to do that internally with my team, but maybe it's something for the future. For now, it's just me rocking up in my own brand.
Okay.
For those that don't know who Supta is, they know after that. I mean, even my car is branded Supta. I'm that confident about what I'm doing and what I'm here to give, into the space. So yeah, Supta merch, it's a matter of you DM me, you hit me up and like, yo, Supta, I want 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we see how we can get it through to you. But again, it's an area of my brand that I really, really want to expand.
Okay, but looking down memory lane and just counting and taking everything in, processing everything.
Yeah.
How has the industry been thus far? Like, how has it been? Like, can you say, yeah, I'm headed in the right direction? Yeah, I think I'm on the right track. Tough question. Come on.
Look, I can answer it. It's just that I don't know if I want to share this part of the industry, but I think I'm in a good space at the moment. but I don't think I'm at a space that I would love to be. I'm still working towards that. There's so much room for improvement. Yes, I've won awards, I've won plaques. I've got music that's doing really well in the spaces, and I'm on primetime radio on a big station, which is great. But I guess for me, I'm one person who never hogs onto any achievement. And funny enough, I was having this argument with a friend of mine that I'm one person that doesn't celebrate too long where I am, what I'm doing, because I feel like it makes me feel comfortable, and it will get me to a place where I'm very complacent. And also I expose myself and I surround myself with people who are ahead of me. And in that way, when you get into those spaces, you kind of feel like, okay, I gotta push, you know. And if I'm not in that space, I'm in my own space working towards, you know, what I'm going to do next in all these platforms that I'm in. So the industry has been good. It's been challenging. But I guess if you're true to yourself and you're true to you know what you are doing, you're authentic and you trust your talent, I think more than anything is believing in yourself and believing in what you can bring. And I'll reiterate, being true to who you are. I haven't lost the Alwell North bringing of Siabulela's toll just because now I'm in Gauteng. I haven't lost the influence that I got from Bloemfontein just because I'm in Gauteng. And I think that authenticity allows me to stand out in the space that I'm in. And I guess to a certain extent you can say it's success.
Okay. So you heard it from Supta. We're about to wrap it up. Remember, Game Changers is the name of the show. And of course, I'm your host. But, okay, let's have fun with it, right? So I give you 2 things to choose from. You only choose one.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so here we go. Radio or music?
No, that's not fair.
Radio or music? Radio or music?
No, that's not fair.
No, choose one.
Can I take both?
No, you can't take both.
No way.
It's only one.
Music.
Music.
Okay, I'll go with radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
A day in the studio or vacation?
A day in the studio.
Okay, a pair
Vacations
of...
are overrated.
Okay, here I just feel like I shot myself in the foot, but it's fine. A pair of Jordans or Air Force Ones?
Yo, that's tricky.
Oh, it's not good.
Jordans.
Okay, to reside in the UK, in London, or America?
I've been to the UK, in London. I haven't been to America. None. Yeah, the UK is depressing.
Great.
Yeah, it's depressing, especially if you come from a country like South Africa where it's all bars, there's that community, social cohesion. There it's like you're an individual, you're a pillar, it's so depressing.
Okay, Netflix or Showmax?
No, Netflix.
Okay, 2 things you would take moving to the desert. Desert-wise, let's go. 2 things now.
Radio and water.
Radio and water. Okay, yeah. So you heard it from the OG, yeah.
OG?
OG.
Already? Yo, my gosh.
Certified. But just
still
aside,
so
right?
young in the industry.
Oh, man, come on. Cut yourself some slack. But otherwise, you heard it from Supta, man. I trust you what, I learned a lot from you. I mean, we learn a lot as a people from each other. Doesn't matter. From the smallest of things to the biggest of things. Otherwise, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
On Game Changers. Amazing.
I thought I would have this interview in Bloom.
No, I told this one. Bloom, baby. Bloom, baby.
No, I love Bloom, and I still sometimes feel like I could go back.
Yeah.
I love the space, I love the people, and it's good to see that the people that I was with, you know, are doing well in their own, you know, spaces. So maybe next time.
Yeah. All right. So it's a wrap, man. Remember, name of the show, Game Changers. Be sure to follow me on all social media platforms at Sivs_Nogabe. Invading Joburg. Who knows? I might be knocking on your door next. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. Bye.